I was just saying it. So just one thing I was just looking on here now. This first swing, one thing we noticed now, this possibly was the fact that you hadn't fully warmed up. If we look at this backswing here now, and then we look at this backswing sort of later on. Okay. So for me, that left arm's got a little bit further back behind you. You've actually turned a bit better. You've got a little bit more depth here in the right arm. The arms and stuff. So I think that's probably helped by the fact that you are warmed up, which certainly helps the club come down shallower. Whereas before, when you were going back to here now, the first move, as you say, don't look at too long, but steeping that club face up, as you can see there now. So that club coming at the golf ball from that position now is going to bring the club in way on the inside of the golf ball, results in some toey strikes. Okay, it makes it very difficult to square the club face up, so now you're forced to kind of release the club excessively with the hands, roll the hands over to try and square the club face up. Then when the club works more on the line we're looking at down here, yeah, coming through that right forearm nicely, coming much more from the inside there. As you can see, they're sort of comparable, those two things, sort of hands at kind of chest high. When the hands are coming down to here, that club's in a very, very different position, yeah? So you've maintained your posture, your shoulders look a lot more relaxed, they're not this sort of shrugged up position, okay? The elbow is doing exactly what you want it to do without having to think about where the elbow goes, yeah? Focus more on the club head itself, getting more, as you say, behind you, and then a lot of things then kind of just sort of fall into place. So you're focusing on one thing. As I said, but you're doing that in the practice way, doing that drill. We're standing on the camera here now, but when you get up to there, you just drop the arms and the club goes way behind you. Do that sort of 4 or 5 times before the first shot. Hit 4 or 5 shots, see how they go, and then do some more of those drills. Hit 4 or 5 shots, do some more drills, okay? And the thing is, from your perspective, what you want to see, if a golf ball starts right of target, has a bit of draw or stays straight, that's fine. It shows your path is more from here. The ones you want to avoid are the ones that start left, okay, and cut back, or start right and go even further this way, okay? The ones that you thought were over the top that start left and draw this way are actually your club coming down from a good angle here, but the club face excessively closing, because in the past when you were steep, you had to really use the hands to square the club face up. And that instinct's kind of embedded in for you, okay? So when the club works on a better angle, as we can see on this right-hand one, when that club's working from here now, you don't need to use a lot of forearm rotation or manipulation of the hands to square the club face up. But in your mind, that's still an instinctive thing down in this area of the golf swing. Yeah. So it just kicks in sometimes, yeah? So if the club's coming in from, you can see that club's definitely coming from the inside on this one here now, okay? As it attacks in the golf ball there, strikes the golf ball there, the club face now closing up, the ball now you can see hits left of the white line, and then kind of turns a little bit to the left there, okay? And you sort of finish that sort of hooky-ish one to the left. You, as you said, would say, oh, that's definitely over the top. Not over the top at all. Just the club face now is closed, partly because of the reaction to the club coming down in a better position. And as I said, I'll hold my hand up and say, fair play to you. I didn't think you better get the golf club anywhere close to that position. Club matching, good line. Club matching up with the forearm today. Even like next lesson, the session after that, in terms of your practice, okay? So the fact you can get into that position is really credit to yourself.
Just as find the golf ball doing that now.
And that's the thing, yeah, because it sometimes feels so alien, and you'll get, again, if you're the one that sort of shanks off the right there, as I say, off the schnozzle, don't worry about it, because it just means your club is working more this way than you're used to, and just the golf ball's not where it's used to being, yeah? So that's the thing. So I think in terms of the results when you hit some shots, don't look at launch angle yet. Yeah, if it's going a bit high, that shows the club is working generally from a better path, I would say, for you, as long as it starts right of target, yeah? Okay. If it's starting left and a big old loopy one here, then it's still over the top and you're sort of flicking it this way with your hand. Okay. So that's the bad one. But anything that starts kind of generally in this area is good. Anything that starts this way but goes that way is still good in terms of a path and a swing plane. Just the club face has got a bit too close, that's all. So don't worry about ones that go way left if they're spinning left, okay? So, but in terms of that movement there, yeah, I think you just got to practice that downswing. But what I would say, maybe the first 4 or 5 swings, warm up a little bit more, because those first few swings are a little bit stiff and hadn't rotated. So by not going back far enough, you're already almost predetermined that steeper downward, aren't you, yeah? Gotcha. By getting that backswing better, now the club can work. So maybe give yourself 5 attempts before you start. Hit a few short shots and just build up the move and get yourself warmed up a bit better, yeah? Gotcha. Okay, mate, that was really, really good. So fair play, good stuff, right?